Hey, good looking. In this video, I want to share with you one principle that I shared with the client, and it helped him go stagnant and not wanting to do YouTube and almost wanting to throw in the towel and quit, to now he has really exploded and blown up on YouTube. He's got 3,500 subs. He had 1,000 when we first started discussing YouTube. He's got 1,200 new subs in the last 28 days, just looking at the stats. He's now monetized. He's got 4,600 watch hours. And most importantly, he's got 3 high-paying clients in the last 3 weeks from YouTube Organic, which is insane. But the contrast was he wanted to throw in the towel. He hated YouTube, and it was all too hard and too much. But we had one conversation in a cafe 3 months ago that changed the trajectory of his business for YouTube. And now he's got this long-term machine being built. And he's just a great guy, 7-figure business owner. And it's great when you have these one conversations that can really change what you do and the output that you get from your business. So that's what I want to share with you in this video as I have a coffee with you. At my new favorite cafe in Porto, it's called Real Greens. So if you're in Porto, Portugal, highly recommend this place. It is amazing. So what was the problem was YouTube was too much of a machine for this client. So it took up too much time, and it wasn't time in creating the content, because we also work with a YouTube strategist for this specific client, where he is Joel Clapham's YouTube strategist. So he partners with Joel and all that stuff. So the guy is amazing. He cut Joel's ad spend by like 1/10. By 9/10, so only 1/10 of spend, and just was on retargeting, because you get so many views on the top end, and then you retarget people that are already warm, and then just straight to book a call. And because the audience is hot, it's just so efficient. So the guy is super smart, brilliant to work with. He was creating the YouTube title, the thumbnail, and the hook, and then I would map out the content, and then we'll give it to the business owner. But the issue was he didn't have the time to spend to punch out the videos, even though everything was done. And he also didn't enjoy it. And they're two things that are very important. If you don't have time, if you don't enjoy something, it's not going to get done. Like you don't go with brute force to try and get the result by going through that. So what happened was we sat down at the cafe, and it was in London, and he just said, I can't do YouTube. Like, this is just too much. I don't enjoy it. It's not my strength. It's taken too much time. Like, I have dread when I go to record the videos, and it's not what I want. It's not the energy I want to put into the videos to put out and to try and grow my business. So I said, okay, totally understand. How about, and then I remember having a conversation with Travis Jones, who is from Melbourne, Australia, and he was the one that helped Alex Hormozi initially with Gym Launch, with the Facebook Ads Bootcamp. Travis Jones, if you don't know him, he built a lot of box gyms up very quickly and got them sold out before they even opened, like fully booked out months in advance before they even opened. Very super smart guy. I had many dinners with him, and the guy is just a ball of wisdom. Incredible. And I remember him once, his content approach, because he had so many gyms around Australia, this is like 10 years ago, he had so many gyms around Australia that he wanted to leverage all the great coaches that he had. So each coach had a role in content production, which was they would create 2 blogs that were science-based, evidence-based, a month, so that I have 2 weeks to write a very detailed, thorough blog. And what happened was his company would have so much great content produced almost every day, because all the coaches would create 2 pieces a month. And if you create 2 pieces a month, you can put a lot of time, effort, energy into it. It's not hard work. And the business owner had 0 involvement, unless he wanted to. If he wanted to, he could do more. So I said to my client, who's 7-figure business owner, super busy, on the front lines, in the trenches, didn't want to do YouTube. I said, why don't you do this? You've got a lot of great coaches. You've got a lot of great team members. Why don't you get them to create the videos? We'll do what we do by getting the thumbnails, the titles, the hooks, and then the structure of the video. So literally you hand it to them on a silver platter. You get some people that can go through that have some charisma and that will enjoy it, and pay them to do it. They get some money from it, and you get to step out of it completely. We'll actually get to increase the volume, because he wasn't creating a lot. And you could see when I suggested it, the light bulb went off. Like something shifted inside of him, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do that. Like that is incredible. Let's do that." And since then, we've been putting out 2 YouTubes a week for the past like 3 months. And like I said, I just got the stats up here: 3,459 subscribers, 51,300 views in the last 21 days, 4,600 watch hours, 1,200 subscribers in the last 28 days. Those are insane numbers. And most importantly, those numbers are like nice, but they translating to revenue, to clients, because that's why we do it. So the principle I want to share with you is identifying the thing that is holding you back. And it's a principle. It's not a tactic. It's not a tool. It's not a strategy. It's more of a strategy. But it's making sure that you are aware of what your blocks are. Like what is holding you back. And what I tend to look at it is in terms of getting clients is capture, connect, convert. How are you capturing attention? Like capturing people's attention, and then ultimately permission, because you just don't want attention. You want permission, you want email address, ultimately, so you can continue a conversation. And if you were to rate that 1 out of 10, what would that be? And then there's connect. There's like, how do you connect with people so they're not just a name and email, it's a relationship that you're building. What is your strengths in terms of cold to hot? Oh, good, thank you. Like getting people from cold to sold, from cold to hot. What is your skill set at that? How good are you if you'll do an order, 1 to 10? And then convert. How good are you at turning your hot audience into high-paying clients? That is another skill. But that's the way I break down client acquisition and look at those 3 categories. And then whatever has the lowest number out of 10, that's what you would want to work on and improve on. If you're getting hundreds of leads, but you're not converting any, it doesn't make sense to then work on lead gen. I need more leads. Unless, of course, there is a merit to it and the quality isn't right, your message isn't there, and they're just the wrong leads. But generally, that's like a loose framework that I like to walk through, and you want to work on your weakness. You want to work on what is the weakest chain in the link. And just by doing that alone, in this example with YouTube, it has made a massive difference for my client. And it's made a massive difference for me because the client is so much happier in terms of his day-to-day because he doesn't have to do what he hates. He doesn't have to do what's holding him back. And the results in the business are like, his YouTube is literally blowing up. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing to see the growth. He's got more subscribers in the last 28 days than he has in the last 5 years, which is incredible because you only compare to your past performance, not to Mr. Beast or KSI or Logan Paul. You know what I mean? So, that's the key takeaway. What is a weakness in your business? And then how can you focus on that and change that so you can increase the flow and it can be more enjoyable? You don't have to hire 5 coaches to do content creation. It can be your version of that, whatever that may be. It may be that it may be a different platform, maybe a different format, maybe a different time. I don't know. But what I do know is once you discover what the weakest link is and then you improve it, it makes a big difference in your business. And I wanted to use this client example with YouTube as an example. Because, like I said, he's more happy, the business is progressing better, and it's got better for me because me being the person that's making these suggestions and working and partnering with my client, and that's what I am now. It's opened up the door for me to partner with him. It's been incredible. These things are incredible. So take a moment to consider, capture, connect, convert, 1 out of 10. What's your lowest? How can you improve it? And then let the gains begin. Let's go. That's it for me. Hope you have a super day. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. See you in the next one.